Okay, good afternoon. It is day 53 of coding every single day until I get employed by a tech company. Um, so yesterday we ended up not doing too good on the LeetCode question. And then we watched some system design content. And actually, I forgot to switch my desktop audio because I unplugged my earbuds, and so it just went to like a default thing, and it didn't pick up audio yesterday. The worst day for that to happen because all I did yesterday was watch two videos. So I'm just sitting there all video with no audio playing. But oh well, what you gonna do? I've already coded quite a bit today. I probably should have recorded it. Um, but I was working on my portfolio, um, which I'll show you in a second. What I ended up changing with that, and whatnot. Other than that, though, I just woke up, went to the gym, um, just watched some coding esque videos, and then worked on portfolio, and a blog post I started, and it was about I was reading some forum, I forget what it was this morning, but I saw someone talking about it was someone who was new to programming who was like, I just want to get out of tutorial hell, um, and it reminded me of. Now I will say, if ChatGPT wasn't a thing, I'd probably still somewhat be in that. Um, but it's definitely I would definitely still be able to function without. When I first started programming in my senior year of high school, all I did was HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's all I did. I liked making static websites. And it I would just watch video, and so this was before ChatGPT or LLMs, that were good, were around, because this was 20, well, maybe not. I mean, what? ChatGPT came out in 2021, I want to say. When did ChatGPT come out? No, 2022. Okay. So I graduated high school spring 2022. Um, and then it came out in the fall. So now was that when did Chat GPT 3 come out? That was the November, right? Not maybe it was Chat GPT 2. GPT 2. Mm, anyways, I know it was definitely at a later point than what high school was. And so I just remember, and I mean, if anyone's watching this and they programmed, you probably remember when you first started, it was just watching YouTube tutorials and following along those tutorials, and I hated it. I hated it so much, um, because kind of the fun that comes with programming to me is just being able to sit down in front of an IDE and not have to tab at all. Just be in the zone, jumping around using a debugger, using print statements, whatever it is, and not having to, Google stuff or ChatGPT stuff or look up videos on stuff. Just using your breadth of knowledge that you have to, tackle a problem. That's where the fun is. And so that was what the blog post is what I'm writing, because I want to put posts on that was the whole point of me putting a blog section. That's why I redid my portfolio, was because I wanted to put a blog section on, um, just so I can look back later on and kind of see what my perspective on things was, and when I learn new technologies, kind of a way to document my learning of that, so I can either go back if maybe I'm out of the, like, rusty with that, whatever technology it was I used. And then just general like how I'm feeling, or if someone says something or I see something like I did today, write my thoughts on it. Um, More so for me, but also um, the whole point of having my portfolios for potential employers, um, to be able to look in, the whole point of the portfolio is they can see like who I am and what I've done. And so to have like a blog post where I'm talking about, technologies and my perspective on tech centric stuff, like career centric stuff, is the only thing I'll be making blog posts about. It can get it can give them a idea, I guess, of like who I am. So so yeah. Um, but anyways, so I'll show you changes I made to portfolio, and then probably do a leak code or two. We'll see how that's feeling. Um, and then mm-mm-mm. I don't know if I want to do another system design thing today. Maybe. Um, I don't think so though. I think I'd rather just do hands-on stuff today. So I think we'll work on Code Visualizer after that. So we'll do one or two leak codes into Code Visualizer and then wrap up this video. So yeah, okay. Um, so so I ended up changing the font of this. I think it looks a little nicer. Resume is updated, which with the resume that I showed yesterday with all the changes. Push this whole section down. It used to be under here. I took the border off of this because I think it just looked bad. For experience, I just spaced this out a little more and turned down the. This was like just white and it was kind of overwhelming, so I turned it to like a gray. For projects, I took away those fucking disgusting um, AI generated images and put in just screenshots of this one, which was my task organizer application, AutoDocker, Conceptrix are my vulnerability detection, and Aquatica. If I go to this, if I just zoom in, so then it gives this, you can see the images better. Um, this isn't working. I never actually got the back end hooked up, but don't tell them that. And then I had to screenshot one of my videos because this isn't working on my local. So, anyways, and then for blogs, why can't I click anything? Hello, thank you. I made a quick thing talking about why I'm making these, what I just said, and then this is the blog that I'm going to be writing out. I started it here, but I'll do that after this video tonight. And yeah, I still have to work on, dude. I need to think of a better system for that because right now it's like I have to manually make a new page every single time. Like it would be nice if for me, I don't want to make a back end on this though. So I'm fine with doing it the way I'm doing right now, but I could definitely make it a lot better than having to make a new file every single time and then going. I have to make I have to make a new page and then I have to go to my app controller that I have, and then I have to reference that new page and like create a new instance of that page so that when I click on the link here, and I also have to put this like new div element manually into this blog page, and then I have to uh, 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 and then when you click it, it takes that and it sends it to the app controller and then navigates to that new page. So, but I could definitely make that easier of just like indexing stuff. Like I could still have like that would be weird. It would have to be it renders in the object, but then that object renders in based off of an index clicked, and that index is just like I could definitely make it just all into one file. So I'll probably do that at some point. Um, but yeah, um, that's about it. I really just really I wanted to fix this page because those AI generated images sucked. Um, so just actually just taking a screenshot of this is so much better. Um, so yeah, that's about it for portfolio. Um, so I'm gonna get a drink and then actually let's find one to do first. Um, letter combinations of a phone number. We'll do this. It's gonna end up just being a DFS, right? I'm pretty sure. So, um, we'll think about it in that light. I'll be right back, and then we'll start. Okay, I took a lot more time than just grabbing a drink. I ended up making some food and chilling while I ate said food. And I actually do have to go again to go pick something up. Let me check when that store closes. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have till like 8, but I'll probably go in like an hour ish. Maybe after this LeetCode. I don't know. Um, it's actually a systems programming book that I ordered on Amazon pickup. Um, so yeah, one of the big things, and what I want to start doing, what I should actually do for these videos is get some articles and books and stuff like that, and just between like transitions from a LeetCode to a project, just to read up on some stuff, take some notes. Actually not take some I see this is I've never taken notes and it been beneficial. I'll be honest. Everything is just in practice. Like I never review notes. I never do any of this. It's always kind of just like I've literally never reviewed any notes. Like maybe before a test, but once that class is over, I've never gone back and looked at like notes again. So I feel like I'm just gonna stop taking notes. Like I just do it, right? And if my everyday is doing the thing that I'm, up to speed and refreshed on that, if I need to go back and learn something, I mean, yeah, ideally notes would be good, I guess. I don't know. I've literally never had to review notes before. Um, I like outside of, a test or like during the semester I take notes and then but it's honestly also so much more like if I just do practice problems throughout the semester and don't take a single note on anything, my results are going to be so much better than like me spending the time to take notes and then practicing. If I just put that time into note taking into like the only exception of note taking that helps for me is if I'm in class and I'm taking note of what the professor is talking about so that way when I go home I can like what he's talking about is most likely what's going to be, you know, the exam topic if whatever we're talking about is reviewed in an exam. And so that way I have an idea of when I'm studying. Like if I look at that topic and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that he wasn't talking about, it's I can assume it's not going to be examined, so I won't put as much effort into that. Whatever. That's about it. It's just keeping note of what he said. So, but even that, it's like lectures are recorded, so it's like I can just go back and see what he said in the lecture, or just as long as I studied it that day. Anyways, um, little tangent. Sorry. Okay, let's do this LeetCode. So you're given digits made up from the digits from 2 to 9 inclusive. Why not 1? Each digit, not including 1, is mapped to a set of characters as shown below. A digit could represent any one of those characters it match to. Return all possible letter combinations that digits could represent. You may return the answer in any order. So if you typed 3 and 4, it could mean DG. Okay. This is a cool question. So they're never gonna type 1. I get that now. So it's a keypad. So you're given numbers between 2 and 9. Okay. Brute force, what comes to mind right now is we have a dictionary that the key value is each number, and the values is a value array that gives each letter. We then have a depth first search that goes through and starts with um, the first digit given, right? Which in this scenario would be 3. Okay. And it's going to start at 3, and it's going to say, or what is this? We want every single. So let's say it starts at 3, right? We'd say 3 can be D, E, or F, right? So we're going to say first, we're going to have D as our first letter. And then we'll call recursive with, and our base case is going to be if the current string that we're generating is equal to the length of digits, right? Because we're never going to go more than these digits. So then on the recursive, on one recursive call, right, what's going to happen is we're going to recursively call for each letter. So okay, first one is for 3, right? First one is D. We're going to recursively call on E and F, right? So we're going to go through with D first, and then, or no. We're going to recursively call with D and then the rest of the letters, right? Well, no. We can start with any 3. So it would be D, and then we'd recursively call just with that. And then we do another recursive call with the next letter, so E, and then we do another one with F. So we'd have 3 calls that start with each thing of the first one. Then when we go next, right, it's going to call a recursive function on all 3 for each one. So we'd have D. I'm explaining this so horribly, but we'd have a D, right, as our first recursive. I mean, actually, what will happen is we won't actually call. We'll call the function originally with 3 in this scenario, right? The actual first digit. Or no, we'll pass through. I don't think that's needed. I don't think I need to pass through anything. We would say, take the first, take the current, and okay, we do an index probably, right? We'd say so index 0, take the first index of digits, right? And call a function on each letter with that key, right? Call it on each of these in the array of the dictionary. And then yeah. And so then we'd have a recursive call going where it's index of 1 with D, E, and F as the first letter in the string, right? And then we go again, right, with D having G, and then D having H, and then D having I, right? And so we're gonna have all these recursive, branches that are gonna get to this base case of the current string equals that, and we're just going to append that to an array, right? So we're going to have res equals this. We know we're going to have this, and we also need to have a dictionary of keypad, right? So keypad is equal to a dictionary where we're going to have two, which is an array of A, B, oh, A, B, C, 3, which is, let's do an array every time, of D, E, F. Now, are these separated by A comma? I'd assume so. I don't know how else you tell separation here. 4 is G H I. 5 is J K L. 6 is M N O. 7 is P Q R S. 8 is T U V. And finally 9 is W X Y Z. Okay. And so I just want to make sure I can print off keypad without an error. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Can I do keypad at 2? Is that a thing? Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay. So that's good. Um and so what we want to do, so this is going to return res. Um and so we're going to have a depth first search. Now we want this to have an index of where we are. So originally what we're going to do is we're going to call this just on 0. So our base case is going to be if, oh yeah, and we want to pass through our current string. So if the length of our string is equal to the length of digits, we want to return, no, we want to res.append string and then return, right? Otherwise, what we want to do is string originally is just going to be this, right? And so we want to say, okay, so what we want to do is what? What do we want to do here? I need to put laundry in. Uh, 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 um, so we have empty. We want to take the first digit, right? And we want to, well, we want to do a recursive call on the the current digit that we're at, right? In keypad. So this wouldn't be index, would it? It would actually be the current digit we would want, right? Is that right? We want it to actually be the current digit because every time we pass it through, we're going to just want to look at that key, right? So this is just going to be digit at 0. Right? And so we're going to want to do another call with, well, I mean, first we have to change the string, right? Before we do the call. So how do we want to change the string? Like originally what we want to do is we want to pass it through with either in this first example, either D, E, or F, right? So how do we make a call with all three of those? We have to do like, I mean, it would have to be we do like a four letter in keypad at digit, right? We call this with that letter. Well, we're actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna say we're going to how do you do like a string append? Um, in Python, if I have a variable string that is just so nothing, how can I just append a char to that? So like, how could I append a to make it a, then plus equals? Okay, so it's just going to be string plus equals letter. And then we just pass through the new string that many times. But the only thing is that it's going to call that, and then we want string to equal. But okay, but how do I do this, I guess? I mean, I guess you have to do something, right? Where it takes, like right here, we're going to say, um, like input string is equal to string, right? So when I do this, when I say, oh, string, I'm just gonna reset the string equal to input string, right? So whatever it came in as, we set it back to that, and then we make string with this letter, pass it through, and then the next digit is gonna be whatever. I mean, we start at 0, so it's always just going to be digit at. Uh, oh, so this would just be an index, right? So it starts at 0, so we're just saying like keep it out here, and then it's going to be at digit, or this won't be a digit. This will just be at digit plus 1, right? So if I'm right, we have this empty string, and we start at index 0. Our base case is if the current string is ever equal, where'd my return go? Is ever equal to the length of digits, we return. Okay. So when I first come in, I just set input string equal to the string. And then we say four letter in keypad at digits. So if we have 3 here, right? 4, D, E, and F. We're going to reset the string to whatever it was when it first came in. And then we're going to say string plus equal letter. So this should originally be, oh, this is all lowercase, right? We'll see if it, whatever. Um, So at first it would be D, right? So we're going to take D, we're going to append it to the string, so we're just D, and we call D digit plus 1, right? So we're going to go through and we're going to look, is it equal? No. And so we're going to say the digit is now at digit 1. And then we're going to say for each letter in here, right, our string is equal to D, and then we're just going to do G, then we'll pass through, and then it'll be equal. Ideally, this should work. Keypad is not defined. Oh, I think it's a capital P. Yeah. Keypad at digit. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why that can't be that because it's going to be keypad. It starts at 2, but I can't start at the. Oh, yeah. That's why I did this. I'm so stupid. Digit is going to be. So we can just do this here. We can just say um uh current digit equals digits at digit. And then we just want to say this. Um 3. Key error 3. Um I guess we want this to be an int. Is that why it's not liking that? Okay. DG, DH, DI, EG, EH, EI, FG, FH, FI. Okay, so it's just all lowercase. I don't know if there's a 2 lowercase in that, so I'll just do this. But that was perfect, so let us see. Okay, but it failed on case 2, which is if. So it's just okay. I can just say before we do anything, if digits equals my God, bro. Submit. Amazing. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of just the power of depth first search, right? It's also I guess that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say like when you know exactly like what one of these sections is trying to get at, it's pretty cool because like now I know that like when it's asking like return all possible combinations, I now know after doing many of these now that you just want to do a depth first search of like that's the whole point of a depth first search is it explores every single option, right? So, um, the only like tricky part of it is like making sure you know how you're getting what you want out of that, because within that depth first search, you're always going to explore every single possibility, right? This may be a really weird analogy, but I'm pretty sure in quantum computing, the whole idea is something along the lines of it starts with every single like I'm gonna butcher this, but it's something like it starts with like it knows technically within it, it knows everything about the universe, right? But what ends up happening is something about falling or like some qubit shit. It finds like answers to problems. I'm explaining this horribly, but the whole idea is that it's like a depth first search comes down, right? All possibilities, and you just have to make sure that you are storing and identifying the possibility that you want, and you can return that. So, but yeah, this felt good. This was a one shot. I haven't had one of those in a couple days, so I wonder if this also just outlines a map. Yeah, it outlines a map. Oh yeah, I could have definitely. That would have been a little, but yeah, if the length equals that, append and return, then for every character in that, call that. Yeah. Oh, that's actually a nice way of doing that. Just never call this if digits doesn't have anything in it. And what's this one? If not digits, res is that digit char. Yeah. Okay. I like that one. That one felt good. Okay. I'm actually this is a nice spot to run to the store while the sun is still kind of up. And then when I get back, we'll work on code visualizer. So yeah, and I'll show you the book I got because it should be in. I'll check that as well. But okay, really good lead code. I'll be back so we can continue and hopefully have some good work on that app. All right, one sec. Okay, so I'm back, but I'm gonna end. Um, sorry. Um, these have been really shit videos. Um, I don't know what to say. I just got back. I'm kind of tired. I'm just gonna make some dinner, relax, and then go to bed. Um, all I can say is I hope tomorrow I can actually get to this project because I've been putting it off way too long. I mean, I won't lie. If I actually really enjoyed doing this project, I'd be doing it. But there's just something not appealing right now about it. Um, I assume once I'm back in school, these videos are gonna be really like a lot better. Um, and also I'll take the night, this time that I'm not working on my project to apply to more internships tonight. Um, so so yeah, I mean, we got a really good lead code in. Yeah, I just want to um focus on those internship applications for tonight, and then yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. I won't make any promises. School doesn't start. I said it started next week. It does, but I only have one class next week. Um, like literally one class at 1 p.m. So technically, it doesn't even start next week. It'll start the week after that. So week after that, we'll start just doing school stuff during these. I'll start off with the LeetCode, and then I'll just do homework on these videos, which will be computer architecture, algorithms, linear algebra. So yeah, so those videos will be good. So I would say I'm not gonna promise any good videos for the next 2 weeks. I'll try. Um, I'm pretty much just gonna be focused on at least doing elite code every single day and just applying to internships. If I can do that the next 2 weeks, it, you know, I'm happy with that as a baseline to cross. But yeah, having no structure to my day, just like I'm so bored, and it's like I don't know. It's like when I'm in school, I like coding at like school. When I get home, I like coding. But right now, it's like that's all of December was coding, and now all of January, like I'm doing one flat note over and over and over again, which is just leak code into this project. And I don't know. It's becoming not so appealing. So I need a change of scenery and a change of lifestyle, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I will see you tomorrow for maybe a better video, maybe not. I would like to minimum make these videos an hour. Like, I probably shouldn't be stopping right here. I probably should just do like something for 20 minutes, but I'd rather just end. So, okay, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.